So, welcome back for the next part of the tutorial. This is where we actually put the adapter pattern here. So if we remember from over here, we needed to do some kind of adaptation between these two systems. So what the adapter how it should connect is that the adapter should of course have the same interface here. Let me just use a better color. Have the same interface as the rend item. So we have to follow that interface, and then the adapter will actually use the race car. So what I will do, I will use composition, because the adapter is really composed of the actual race car. So on this side we use composition, and on this side we just use rend item. So we adapt between this interface and this interface within the adapter class, because now we put the change only in here. And nothing has been changed for the other systems, nothing has been changed if we read it from a file, everything is good. So let's try to create that adapter class. So last time we just created this, so new Java class, and then let's call this race car adapter. And what the race car adapter, of course, the race car adapter should actually extend the rend item. And we need to import that. And immediately when we do that, we see that we need this abstract method called calculated price. And now we have a problem. We needed to put the race car as something inside of the race car adapter. So we have to have a race car here, and we can call this RC, and somehow we need to set it, and I think the best way is to do it on the constructor. Let's just import it for now. So this will actually say you need a constructor like that. I think this is a bad constructor. Instead of having price and mileage here, I'm going to say I want a race car here. And in order to figure out the price, I have to say rc dot get pricing, which is another name than get price. This way I now couple from one to the other, and I'm just going, because this is a race car, I'm just going to add a little surplus because I want to also earn some money based on, so 25% is good by me. And then I look at the mileage. So let's see, do we have something else here? Pricing, motor size. Oops, there's actually nothing here. But let's just say that, for example, motor size actually has something to do with the mileage. So the bigger the motor size, the worse the mileage, right? So let's say that we can divide, so we say that the motor size should be divided by something like, let's say 2 or something. I don't know about motor sizes. So that's it. That's the mileage. So the bigger the motor, the bigger the mileage. This was actually a problem. Better do it the other way around. So we say 2 divided by the motor size. So the bigger the motor, the worse the mileage. So let's say at 2 it is actually 1. Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep it like that. So now we actually created something that converts from one to the other, and of course, as you can see, this could be much more complicated. For example, if we were to adapt between, like, let's say 2 different kinds of images or 2 kinds of video encoders or something, would be much more complicated. We also need to implement this method. Let's remember that, and let's look into the motorcycle. So we say just add something to the price, And because I know we already added something, but we're so greedy, so we'll just add 10% more to the price just because we can. And that is so nice. Okay. So now we actually did the race car adapter. So now comes the point where I'm going to show you how to use this seen from the client side. So if we go into the rental program, we can see, so we want to use the rent item here. New, let's just import that. And we can use a new car, motorcycle, or a new rent item. We can't do that because it's abstract, so we get this weird thing. So we have to use either a car, a motorcycle, or we can use the race car adapter. So we cannot set this to a new race car. We can use the race car. Let's just set that to race car and then import that. So this is not possible because it's not using that interface. That's just how it is. So in order to actually use the race car with this, I'm going to say new race car adapter, and then we're going to put the new race car inside the adapter. And now all is good, except of course we need to put a lot of weird stuff in here. So it could be Tesla Roadster, right? And it has pricing 2500, and then the motor size is 0.2. I don't know. So that's it. So now we can actually put race car inside of a rent item. We couldn't do that without the adapter. So the adapter will do that. Let's just try to print out the race item here. Then say calculate the price. Let's try to print that. So this is the new price, 2500 plus 25% plus 10% on top of that, with a small rounding error here. So that's real nice. So this is how it works, and we can still use our normal interface for the other classes. So I can just, for the car for example, I just need to set the price and the mileage, something like that, and then I can also use that just as I do with the race car adapter. So this is the adapter pattern in a nutshell. So what we have use the interface that it needs to adhere to on the one side, and then use composition on the other side to actually hold a reference for whatever object you want. Okay, so that's it for the adapter pattern. Of course, if you want to make it even more indirect, right now we use the race car and adapter and everything. You could use a factory for even hiding all of this stuff, but that's up to you. So thanks for watching.